Year's Eve, everyone. Figured I would do a surprise live for anybody that's by themselves like I am. So let's give it a few minutes. I just got out of the shower, my hair soaked. But surprise! Let's wait for this to get out there. And anybody could come in who's maybe by themselves on New Year's Eve. Just hang out. I was going to go live like way earlier. Hello, Erin. I decided to go live in case anyone else was by themselves besides me. How are you, girl? Happy New Year's Eve. Figured I would do a surprise live and still go live on Sunday. So, how are you, love? It's funny when I see your name pop up now. It's EMW. It's almost like emu. Happy New Year. Not by myself, but by myself. This is so hard dealing. Yeah. Still sorry to hear that, but I know. Erin Marie, I know. But I just like to say emu. I just figured I'm by myself. And I would go on. I did a lot of work for YouTube earlier with some help from Red Silo Homestead. I was going to go for like 5-6 hours, but hello, Vandal the Land. Guess who and guess where? Walmart. Am I right? Happy New Year's Eve. Yeah, so anyway, I figured I would just go live and hang out with everyone, or if anyone's by themselves, we'll do this together. Let me move a little bit closer. Ding, 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 got it. I knew it, Walmart, I knew it. What are you doing there on a New Year's Eve, my friend? Oh, did it go good? So you don't have to move now, Erin? Getting drinks and snacks for later. Ooh, there you go. What time is it your way, Vandal the Land? It's 9:57 here. Like I said, I was going to go on way earlier and do like a really long super live. And I just thought I was doing some other stuff and I wanted to take a shower. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to go live as is with my sop and drippy hair. So yeah, it's like fog advisory here. It's raining. Nothing exciting. Well, on the weather front, nothing exciting. But cheers. Gotta make the best out of things sometimes, right? Red Scout, hello, hello. Sometimes people do need to be alone. It is only down to... That is true. I wasn't live on Christmas night, which is my normal night to go live. I thought it was Saturday at first, and then I didn't want to pull people away from their family or friends. That was my way of thinking. But I'll be live tomorrow night, my regular. Just thought I would come on tonight and hang out with y'all. Oh, okay, Erin. I got that. Hello, Patriot Underground. Hello, Happy New Year's. How are you? Hey, Bake, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Just figured I would come on and hang out, like I said, with everyone. And, spend New Year's Eve. Whoever wants to come in is more than welcome. And who doesn't, right? A shepherd watches the flock. That is very true, Red Scout. Very, very true. How you been? How's everyone been? Did you have a wonderful Christmas? And now we're going into 2023. Believe that? And what a year it has been. Crazy, crazy year. And if Jay is watching for tomorrow's game, I heard my older son isn't even going out tonight. He's at the house because he has a bus coming tomorrow to go to the Eagles Stadium to watch the Eagles. No Christmas was sad as ever. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry, Erin. Sorry to hear that, my friend. I didn't do any. Well, Christmas morning wasn't too bad. Hi, Grammy Karen. Hello, Happy New Year. Again, figured I would just come on and hang out with whoever wants to hang out, right? But I'll still be live tomorrow. Um, Christmas morning wasn't too bad. The rest of the day was horrible. I just stayed in the room and initially forgot that it was Sunday, believe it or not. And I was supposed to go live, and then I felt like, no, I'm not ripping my subscribers away from their friends and family, you know. But Happy New Year, Miss Grammy Karen. Ever since kids got presents from family, but none from us. Oh, really? Oh, it has to be better in 2023, I'm hoping, for all of our sakes. But, you know, gotta do whatever we have to do. I feel like the stress, I woke up and suddenly I have wrinkles right here. Oh, Lord. The silliest things, right? Vandal, did you ever, are we the same time, or is there a time difference where you're at? Miss Grammy Karen, do you have the capabilities of sharing this out? Presents aren't always cash and prizes. It is your time. Love spelt correctly is your time, not money. That's true. That is true, Red Scout. Absolutely. I had a personal goal to hit 500 by New Year. I made it. I'm at 501. All right, my friend. Yay. I will put you on my community tab tomorrow. Don't you know? Happy New Year. I'm alone tonight too. I'm sorry I never usually talk during your lives. Usually I have to work the next morning, so I don't feel like talking. I hope you're doing well. Well, hello, don't you know? It's okay. You don't always have to talk. Glad to have you here though. And when you feel like talking, you just talk. Um, yeah. Just a New Year's Eve hangout. Um, but I'm happy to see you here. Sorry that you're alone. Technically, you're not alone because you're with the rest of us, right? Whoever comes in, comes in. Um, yeah, that's tough sometimes coming onto my live when people have work, you know, because I used to go live on Sunday nights at 8, but Garden State Gardener goes live 7 to 9, so I go on 9 to 11. But I am hanging in there. Thank you for asking, don't you know? 9:02 there? Okay, it's 10:02, so you're 1 hour behind me. Thank you, Miss Grammy Karen. I appreciate it. You're not, Erin, not at all. Oh, you have? That's exciting. Well, sorry, you know, if you're a long-time subscriber with some of the drama I've had going on lately, but I love my subscribers. I usually get really nice comments, and it's a great community that I am, that people are wonderful. So, yeah, I love my subscribers. Don't you know, says I've been a long-time subscriber, though. Yay! Super excited. Glad you're finally talking. This was me totally winging it. Like, let me take a shower, be in comfy clothes, and just go live for New Year's Eve for a couple hours anyway, in case, you know, I'm by myself. If anyone else is by themselves, could come in and hang out, see how your Christmas was. How is your weather? If you want to say how your weather is and what state you're in, because I'm in Pennsylvania and it's raining and it's been foggy all day. But tonight it's a little bit worse. It's a fog advisory. So, hello, Suzanne. Hi, everyone. I'm on Lazy Days Ahead live with Scott from Rambling with the Brums. So I'll be in and out. Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, this is random. Go do that. We'll see you in a bit. We'll be here hanging out. Love you, Suzanne. I would agree to that, Red Scout. They definitely would say it different. Hello, Sheila B. Happy New Year's. Hello, Shelly and Anthony. Sorry I'm late, Melody. I was watching Times Square New Year's Eve. That's awesome. I don't have the ball on. I was going to go live earlier as a surprise for not being live on Sunday. Just come hang out with friends. If anybody's alone and they just want to chit chat, hang out, I would just go live. So happy to see you in here, Shelly and Anthony. It is. Yep, you're doing it to yourself, Erin. Cloudy, rain, mild temps in Kentucky. Yeah, it's not really cold here. Just it's really yucky. I think one day this week coming up, it's going to be like 60 degrees. This weather is nuts, considering the freezing temperatures. What was it? 6 degrees. It said it feels like -9. That was horrible. My chickens survived. I made sure I came here with winter coats and a couple scarves and ended up not having gloves. So, oh, that's awesome, Erin. That's right. Oh, I love that, Red Scout. Gift it. You're a light, not a cheap toy. That's awesome. I get too wide awake if I start talking. I've had some of the same drama that you've had. That was about 5 years ago. I would rather be alone than go through all of that again. I'm in Wisconsin. Yeah, it's horrible. I'm in it. I'm going through it. I don't know how it's going to plan out. I don't have an exact date. Like, what exactly is she going to calculate as being the 90 days? But I'm already wrapping my head around the factor that, like, in my Amazon wish list, there's necessities that were put in there for if me and my two little dogs have to live in my SUV. So I can come up with the rest of the money to be able to, get another place. So I'm trying. I'm trying to just hold my head up and do what I got to do. It's not easy every day. The other day was good though, because I actually drove. In case you didn't see that video, I was watching Coffee with the Crockers, and he was real like motivational, and something just ticked because I haven't really been driving. I think it's like 2.5 years, and me and Debbie were just gonna. I was just gonna drive to Dunkin' Donuts, is what she thought, and here I ended up driving wherever we needed to go, and I was perfectly fine. I think I like that security of having someone else in the vehicle, but little steps every few days or whatever. Hopefully the driving will become easier, but just focusing on we're going into 2023. That may leave me 30 days, and I'll probably be in my SUV with my dogs. Um, Hello. Well, look who it is popping in to say Happy New Year, everyone. Hoping blessings, good health, and happier days ahead. See you in the new year. Be well. Hugs. Hello, my friend. How are you? Great, great person. Does not have a channel. Um, I just usually say Mitch at the end of it. Is a moderator over at Joe Did It, which is Laura Vitale's husband's channel, where you can just go in there and just watch his chickens. And that's where we met. Absolutely wonderful person. And Happy New Year. Just figured we'd come on and hang out. I hope you're well, and I hope that you have a blessed Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, Erin. Vandalland says, okay, shopping done, I'm out. You're out of the store. I know you're not live streaming last Sunday. We were all sad about last Sunday due to Christmas Melody. Yeah, it was part that. It was part that I thought it was Saturday. The other part of it was I felt like I wasn't having the best day. That's truth. And like I didn't see any of the kids or family. And I didn't want to rip my subscribers away from their friends or family, but I know there's another way of looking at it. Even Pam said that there would have been other people that were probably alone. And then I got up Monday morning to the bad news about Sean from North Shore Preparedness, which I'll get into that probably tomorrow. And there'll be a video this week. I didn't want to put anything out there right away because I was in shock. If you don't know, Sean from North Shore Preparedness passed away on Christmas Eve, which then had me thinking, like, you're feeling sorry for yourself. You're at least in a room. And a very good friend of mine from YouTube passed away, so I just stunk, you know? Pam ended up calling me like, are you going live? I was like, no, I was not feeling the greatest. I was feeling really like, just because I'm not having a good Christmas, I don't want to pull my subscribers away from their friends or family. And Pam was like, oh, you shouldn't look at it that way. Somebody wants to come in, they'll come in, which is true. So I figured I would somewhat make it up to you tonight. We'll hang out for New Year's Eve. And then I'll be live tomorrow night at 9 Eastern. I'll try and pop back on when I get back to my mom's. Okay, Vandal. Hello, Debbie. Happy New Year, darling. How are you? Don't you know said, I don't like driving either. I only go out of town if I'm driving to my daughter's house. She lives about an hour away. Well, that's longer than what I would drive, so congratulations to you. I just had a crazy ex-husband tried to kill me like 20 times in a motor vehicle. So I'm affected. My anxiety originally only was affected in a motor vehicle. But yeah, I just found his Coffee with the Crockers that morning. I think the title is These Things Need to Be Said. And he did say do a video on it. And, I posted it. It was a good day. I was proud of myself. Baby steps, I'm trying. Oh, I love you too. And I'm so happy that you came in. It's nice to see you. And I haven't been over to see the chickens in a hot minute because, I'm sure you know what happened. It's been horrible. But, hopefully a miracle happens. Say lots of prayers. It makes me sad. Some people are like that. Yeah, it's terrible about Sean. Metal for breakfast. North Shore Preparedness brother went live and apparently got his third strike. They shut him down. Really? That's crazy, Suzanne, because, I'll tell you in advance, but I feel honored and privileged. It's still hard for me to talk about it. I'm not going to jump the bandwagon and just put a video out to be the first time. No. Like, we used to talk hours and hours on the phone at night. So I found out Monday morning, I can't think of her name. And I literally did like, wait, what? No, this can't be true. So that I took that one hard. I still am. And then I think it was Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon, his son called me. And I was really grateful for that. We had a nice talk and under the circumstances, gave him my condolences. He saw my number was there and, but stay tuned for, I'm not going to be a bummer tonight. Hopefully he's celebrating and cheers to North. It's only Clue and half and half, so, because I don't really drink like that, but cheers to North. We'll discuss them on Sunday, and I'm putting out a video for him. But that's crazy. I was looking for his brother's channel, too. And he got his third strike. That's horrible. Tonight? Really? It's horrible. Aaron did the ching-ching, the glasses. Yeah, so doesn't matter if you're having a coffee, a tea. I had one earlier and it only had about this much left in it. This is what was left in the cup, so I poured it in before I went live. Like, why not? Tastes like chocolate milk. But I'm on this kick here at night of just drinking decaf tea bags. A hot cup of tea. I lay in bed, I watch a little YouTube, and I go to sleep. Nothing exciting, believe me. And when Jean's at work, I try to get other things done. And today, grateful, great big shout out to Red Silo Homestead, who I did make a moderator because of different links that will be posted, was sincerely helping me out for hours today. Like, we spoke for about 2.5 hours this morning. And then we worked on my YouTube, fixed my About Me section. And if you look at the banner, you'll now see an Amazon wish list. Items that are in there are survival items that I'm going to need to live in my SUV. So we worked on that and, changed the picture on the banner, and extremely grateful for that. It's always good to keep trying to advance the YouTube page. I was on when they shut them down, Mel. Oh no, that must have been terrible. I don't think I've ever been on when somebody was being shut down. And why? What was he talking about? Like politics? Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's terrible. Hi, Joe. Happy New Year's Eve, my friend. Happy New Year's, everyone. I'm Ubering. Oh, so you're not sick anymore? I've been watching your videos and commenting. I saw that you were sick over the holidays. Yeah, I just figured for anybody that's out there who's alone and wants to just come in and hang out for New Year's Eve, and then I'll still be going live tomorrow. But Joe says, Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. I'm Ubering. Can't talk. Just wanted to say hugs and love to everyone. Love you, Joe. Happy New Year's. Please be super safe out there Ubering. Crazy, crazy. A lot of drunk drivers. Please be safe. And we love you too. I watched a few minutes of Metal's video today when it was live. Oh no, that's a shame. Yes, a great big Happy New Year's Eve to Joe. Yeah. Oh, did he really? Don't you know? Yeah, I caught myself today when I was talking to Darren from Red Silo Homestead. This was probably earlier today, our first in a talking. And I said, I forget what we were talking about. And it just came out and I said, the skinny. Isn't that the skinny? And I was like, wait, what? And then I said it. I was like, the skinny. He's like, maybe you're losing me. So I can't believe I just let that come out. If anyone has known North for a long time, whenever you went into his live, even if you tried to creep in and get on by, he'd be like, Bake, I see you trying to slide on in there. The skinny was you had to say what state you were in, how much is the gas per gallon, and what's ground beef going for. And that's what the skinny meant. I'm still like in shock, you know? You become very close with some people on YouTube. He was one of them. And I do feel like I got to be, maybe he had some anxiety at night. And we would talk about everything and we would be on there for all hours. So I'm heartbroken. I'm really, really sad about it, but also feel privileged to have, got to know him the way that I did. And, I was interviewed by him. That's still on his page. I think I saved it in my master playlist too, where it was Prepper meets Gardener because these both collide, That was fun. So yeah, it's just sad. And I do feel privileged to get a phone call from his son. I actually thought it was his brother. And he was like, no, it's his son. And I was like, whoa. So yeah, just heartbreaking news. He passed away Christmas Eve night. So in case you wanted to know when. Well, had the Canadian flag upside down. Well, I'm sure. But I mean, is that offensive to YouTube? I guess it is. Oh, you're okay, Joe? Good. I'm glad you're not sick anymore. Love you too. I don't know if you saw my video, Joe. I was driving. And I think it was Red Silo said, now you just have to go a little bit further, go over the bridge so you can make it to Garden State Gardener's house. And I said, I think he's like 45 minutes from me. Oh no. Right there. PM is an idiot. Like their moderator, Suzanne? Oh, that's probably not good. Why would he do that? That's a shame. That's not what North would want, for him to get booted right off. I don't know if he can make up another account. I don't know how many subscribers he had because I didn't know his brother personally, but I knew North personally. And there's sometimes my ex-roommate would be like, who are you talking to on the phone? I'm like, what difference does it make? I'm a grown-ass adult, But yeah, we'd be on there talking about everything under the sun and laughing. And a few times I was falling asleep on him. He will be sadly missed for sure. Yeah, sure is, Erin. Oh, yeah, I think he said, what is it? Pinball preparedness. He got the call Christmas Eve. They just spoke not that long ago either. And then he called my number. So, you know, the top people that he was calling in his phone, they wanted to be respectful and reach out and call us and let us know. I think it's prepared, pinball preparedness. If I'm saying that right and a moderator wants to post it, he did a nice montage for North. He really did, but that's not how I found out. I found out that morning. Yeah, definitely, Aaron. Sean was so nice to everyone who came into his chats. He had so much fun talking about his record collection. Yep. Bidding on his couch and other stuff. Remember the clock behind? And the one time I finally jumped in on that bidding thing and I was said, hey, North, I said, I'll offer you $1 for your clock. And he goes, no, Bake, you're going to have to offer me some more than that. Oh, it's just funny. People were trying to auction off his stuff while he was like on live. Oh, such a good person on the couch and other stuff when he would leave the room to get a drink. Yep, or to go to the bathroom. Oh, that's funny, don't you know? Because it really was like that. Yes, the bidding, it was funny. It was very funny. And yeah, that just put a smile on my face. Because I used to hear everybody doing it to him, you know? And then finally I was like, well, you know, because people were going in obviously higher than $1, and I just thought I would bust his chops. I'm like, I'll give you a whole dollar for that clock. And he's like, come on now, Bake, you got to give me more than that. It's just funny. He was a good guy. Will be sadly missed. Yeah. I mean, he would go out of his way for somebody he really liked in the community. Lots of late nights with North. Yep. If you weren't sleeping, he'd be on. There was a few times he couldn't sleep, he would go on. And yeah, just amazing qualities, amazing things he's done for a lot of us YouTubers, you know. But to be able to say I actually had a friendship with him is just beyond. I remember, I'll never forget, he said this to me. He said, I happened to stumble across it. And when I saw your garden, I thought, no way can I let this woman slip on by, you know? And he just used to compliment me all the time. And then when he wanted to do the interview, you could tell he was nervous. And he was like bringing up this, that, the third, and the other at night. And I was like, Sean, I think you're reading too much into it. Everything's going to be fine. The next night he called me to go over it again. And I said, we got this, you know? And that interview went off good. I mean, he interrupted me a few times, but that's okay. And yeah, once I said to him, like, because if you really think of it, preppers, they're preppers. They're preparing. Gardeners grow their own food, but they have to prepare it, and put it up. See what I mean? It's almost like the 3 Ps. I don't know if Red Silo knows that I am live. Let me see if I can do this. How do I do this? Oh, sorry, I'm back. Sorry, Red Silo sent me an email and it, I guess, messed up my doohickey. What did Mel want posted? I'm on 2 lives and I couldn't hear her. Can somebody please type it? What's the channel? I think it's Pinball Preparedness. If anybody wants to go take a look at the little montage that he does for Sean. It's sad but nice, you know? And the way he ended it was really nice too. I loved his play. Oh my goodness. Don't you know? That's funny we didn't cross paths. It's funny. Yep. Great memories. And that hat, I tell you, that hat. And then I was in the live when he got his hair cut and his beard shaved off. So, yeah. But that's going to be a hard one. It's not going to be something I'm going to get over right away. That's for sure. And like I said, I didn't want to be the person that just Went right out there before I could deal with my own emotions about it, but stay tuned. I will be doing a little video, remembrance of my friend, most likely. And we can talk about him some more on Sunday night when I'm live. Um, I think when you think back of the good memories, that's always a good thing. We're just fortunate to have known him. Hopefully he's having a rockin' eve up there tonight. There you are. Yep, totally my fault. Happy New Year, all. Red Silo, it almost stopped my live because your email came up on my phone, and I had to respond back, and then it said reconnecting. But hello, Red Silo. I was telling everyone you helped me out a great deal today, and that you were going to be made a permanent moderator so that you can post certain links and things like that. So yeah, we were just talking about North Shore preparedness, and we're just hanging out for New Year's Eve, right? Pinball was very sad in the announcement. Yeah, and the ending where he got choked up, I just couldn't. I just couldn't. I just thought, let me give myself some time, and then, it's not going to be like an announcement, like, hey, it's just going to be pretty much how I feel, and, some type of tribute. I don't have a good editing software in order to put pictures together, but he probably will be the picture to the video. So, but I can honestly say he will be sincerely, sadly missed. He had a great cooking videos too. Yeah. Thank you, Suzanne, for that. I just wanted to make sure I had the right channel name because I'm not on his channel a whole lot. And I did catch his video that day when he was talking about him and how he got the call, and, how North passed away on Christmas Eve. So, and then I think he said he didn't have like a definite confirmation, but I did speak to his son. And like I said, we'll get into that tomorrow and, fill you all in on what I know. His son was very gracious, very kind. I mean, I feel honored and privileged that he called me. I guess selected few. But his son's hanging in there. I made sure that I told him. Did I remember when North called me and said, I'm going to go cook for my mom and dad. Mel, what should I make, And how he was picking up his son and his daughter, they were all going to go together. And I said, oh, your dad spoke very highly of you and your sister, so sad. Holidays are sad enough, let alone somebody passes away. And it just seems like a lot of people are passing away. Oh, is it one of the other popes passed away, I think, today? And Barbara Walters. Crazy. 2022. I really think since 2020, my life has just been crazy, Just hasn't been right since COVID, and I hope to get through this next terrible phase, or it's not a phase, but this next terrible spot that I'm in. Hopefully I get through it, even if I have to stay in my vehicle with my 2 dogs to keep coming up with the money. Me and Red Silo were talking about a GoFundMe, doing it with someone trustworthy. We'll have more information on that for you as things progress, but new banner, an Amazon wish list buttons on the banner. My about section was cleaned up, shortened a little bit, and good to go. And yeah, so basically did some YouTube work. I feel bad. I was like, oh, I hope you didn't have plans. He was like, no, it's just another day. So that would be Darren and Justine from Red Silo Homestead. They also have KY Grow Labs. Make sure you check out those other 2 channels. But that's who's helping me along the way. We're trying to advance my YouTube page. So if anyone's, wants to watch the master playlist, that would be awesome. Would help me out a lot. So let's see. Pinball also has a channel on prep setting. Yeah, I don't think I saw the prep setting, but Yeah, I'll have to look into that. But like I said, I see him. He always comes up on my feed. But I don't know. I like preppers. I don't really watch like doomsday preppers. I'm not so much into that. But I do feel like preppers and gardeners, you know, just kind of go together. We can learn from each other, and that's what Sean taught me. Um, and then that's when he wanted to interview me. The sad thing is he was supposed to, he wanted to interview me like in August when the garden was full, and just everything went to hell in a handbag, you know, on both ends actually. How old was he? I don't know. To be honest with you, I want to say like 62 or 63. I thought is what his son said, but don't hold me to that. 62, I think, is what I had said. Still, that's young, you know? Channel is up. Lots of videos available. Get to know him. Oh, that's great, Suzanne. That's awesome that you did that. I would agree. If you want to get to know him, Suzanne posted the link. Feel free to go over and watch his videos. Yep, get to know him. Watch some lives at night. Yeah, that's what they say. Only the good die young, Erin, and I'm really sorry to hear that, hon. Yeah, prep steading, I'm not familiar with it at all. I don't even know exactly what it is. I know preppers and I know the other preppers, you know. I feel like it's a little too frightening when you watch the other preppers, but I get along with lots of preppers. I think we're all preppers in a way. I think it's like a mentality, you know. I don't think everyone actually thought that things were going to happen the way that they did with the world, the prices, the inflation, you know. But I was a person who only liked to food shop once a month anyway, even before all this craziness. It's just kind of what I did. I'd go to two stores, do a big food shopping. I would go to this Buy Right Deli, it was called, once a weekend to get my lunch meat, Produce Junction, if I needed, you know, like certain fruits that I wasn't growing. And that's just kind of how I did it. I'm an Aries. But I think of when I got to Jimmy's and he had nothing, literally nothing. All that prepping and food shopping every week and filling those freezers up to Sophie, my dog, my little one's been going underneath the bed and scratching. Sophia, stop it. You're not a cat. That came up today. Like, whatever the date is, whenever I'm going to have to leave here, it's like, I guess I'll have to stay in the area because the food's going to have to be here. Ah, just crazy. Overall, just crazy. Maybe it is a place where preppers can chat. Oh, there he goes. Red Silos, I think, posted maybe his first link that he helped me to do, actually. There is the Amazon wish list. Like I said, there's nothing in there that is not something that I actually need, you know? We were going through items for me being in my vehicle and what's a necessity, so forth and so on. So if you just want to check that out, feel free. And now it's up on the banner as well. So great big shout out to Red Silo for helping. No, he was only in his 50s. 50s. Wait, did his son say that? Yeah, that's why I said don't hold me to it because I was, you know, it's weird. I was thinking about him, Sheila, and my phone rang and it literally came up Sean North Shore. I was like, wait, what? Oh, I was so freaked out. I was freaked out. And then for the first 5 minutes of talking on the phone, I literally thought I was talking to his brother and then realized it was his son. So that's horrible. That's even way younger, you know? I don't know where I heard 62 at, but I don't know. Healthy, wealthy, and blessed. Hello. Hi, Mel. What a year, man. But wishing you and everyone here a wonderful new year. Same to you as well. Healthy, wealthy, and blessed. I hope that you have a great 2023. That's going to be weird for a bit. You know how you do that? You used to write out checks. Now you barely write out checks. You just pay for everything through your card. But I remember like I used to write the wrong year for like a while there, but we'll have to get used to the 2023. But yeah, I hope that you have a wonderful new year. Thank you for coming in. Greatly appreciate it. How have you been? Tonight's live is not available, unfortunately. Metal for breakfast, North Shores brother. Yeah, apparently while they were in the live, he got his third strike and they canceled North Sean's brother, his channel, which is Metal, the number 4 breakfast. You almost had to be in this day and age. Never know what's going to be thrown at you these days. That is so true. It's absolutely really true. Crazy stuff. I did make an attempt earlier to just, like, I think I told Debbie I was going to go live like 5, 6 o'clock. But I don't know, felt the need to work, try to fix up some things with YouTube and, you know, just try to have it look better and be better. It's always good if you can keep growing as a channel, you know. So, absolutely need my YouTube family. And, you know, as time goes on, probably going to do some behind the scenes, which will be like the membership. So, stay tuned for all that. That'll be some new stuff that comes in 2023. And lots of prayers that I can come up with the money so I can get a roof over my head. Even if I can't garden, I would go to a garden center or something and garden. Yeah, Erin says, I'm neither gardener nor prepper, but this community I love and have been welcomed with open arms. You sure have, Erin. Geez, and we met through Shannon. And she's loyal. Erin's loyal. She's usually here every Sunday. And, you know, when we talk gardening and stuff, she always says she learned so much, you know. She really loves this section, this community of YouTube. So we love having her. I think I got that wrong. It's freesteading, not prepsteading. Oh, okay. I wouldn't have known the difference anyway, don't you know? Because I don't know either one. But I'm curious though, freesteading. I wonder what that stands for. Makes me want to Google, but I can't because I'm using my phone. Erin says, but I love learning, and no one here has ever judged me. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, geez. I'm so sorry I'm having a brain fart. It's Kat. Hi, Kat. I'm like wealthy and blessed and then forgetting the name that it's Kat. Happy New Year's, Kat. Sorry. I needed a hot minute. Don't you know, is the channel name Freesteading Community? Question mark. Kat saying hello to Erin. I truly do know 100%. I know. So, what I'm thinking about doing is taking like a bunch of frozen chicken I have. I said this earlier to Darren. Taking a bunch of chicken that I have. I have to get some more pint-sized jars though. You know, you take a bunch of frozen meat out, thaw it out, and then use pint-sized jars to pressure can some of it with some beans, because if I need to put some of those in a backpack to be in my car, that's a whole lot easier than a quart-sized jar, you know. So I was thinking along that way, and we were thinking of like some necessities and like maybe some protein bars or you know, just some quick things to be able to eat in my SUV today. My mind is constantly going, sorry, my friends, but it's kind of where I'm at. I think I'm in like survival mode, you know, just like, what am I going to need? So did that on Amazon, different things I'm going to need to be able to eat. And then the meats here, it's a whole other story, folks. They like meat, trust me when I tell you. But I think for my own peace of mind, it would be better to pressure can it all up. So I brought in a couple jars today from out in the garage. The chicken legs, 2 porks that are seasoned, and I only found one of the chilies. And I'm sitting it on the counter to see how long it's going to take for them to open up a jar. Like, will they open up a jar and eat meat, or will they not? They like grabbing the frozen meat and cooking that up. And if I don't see them touch a quart-sized jar, then I know I have to pressure can off all my meat. Crazy, right? Crazy, but just an observation of some things that I'm seeing and, observing here. Here nor anyone else make me feel stupid for asking questions. Absolutely not. I think if anyone makes someone feel stupid or foolish for asking a question, I won't even be on that channel, to be honest with you, Erin. Like, look at me when Voon got me that pressure canner for 1.5 years, petrified. I just got done saying earlier to Darren that if it was up to me, I'd rather just pressure can everything. Which obviously jams and jellies, you need the water bath. But I'm thinking, like, all the times I've water bathed canned tomatoes, or like certain things I couldn't water bath can because they can only be pressure canned. Like, it took me a hot minute, obviously, but I absolutely love pressure canning. I love it. I feel very comfortable. I was saying earlier today that I opened up a jar of my bush beans, my string beans, just for lunch the one day. It was a quart-sized jar, and I ate almost all of it out of the bowl, but my green beans that I pressure canned with the help of Pam, fabulous. So good. They're sweet and delicious. Like, you just can't beat it. And Thomas said, well, what did you add in it to make it sweet? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, did you add sugar to make it sweet? I said, no, it's called homegrown. Homegrown green beans, pressure canned. So, yeah, if I don't see that they're touching the meat in those jars, I'm going to need to pressure can all my meats, or I won't have any. Melody's Master Playlist. Thank you, Darren. Every view helps, he says, which that is so, so true. Thank you for posting that. If you're washing dishes or doing laundry, or, if you could just run the master playlist, it really, really will help me out with the situation that I'm in. And as far as he's concerned, I haven't heard from him, but I posted like Merry Christmas or whatever on Instagram later Christmas night. And you can see in your story, and he was looking at my stuff, and I just thought, but why? So I don't even want to talk about him. I hope he gets what he deserves, because being a caretaker and a maid and a slave and pay for this and do that, and to ultimately disrespect me, I don't even want to waste my headspace on him. Oh, well, Suzanne posted a freestanding community. That's so cool. I'm going to have to look at that. Yeah. What was it? 2 weeks ago, he had a lung infection and was on an antibiotic. And I wasn't live last Sunday, so yeah, hopefully he's well. But if he's not on, if I do a random pop-up, he also does bigger channels. But I can understand what you're saying about his very cheeky comments. He does keep it entertaining for sure. Paul had to have antibiotics changed. Hopefully it works this time. Yeah, I hope he's feeling much better for sure. He did write me for Christmas. I did respond back. So yeah, I hope my friend from over the pond is doing well. How's Jared doing? Has your other son or daughter reached out? No, I cannot see you living in your SUV. You worked. You would have to come with me in the hood. So how's Jared doing? It was very hard Christmas. It really was. I send everything by text early in the morning. And then I called him. I called Jared, that is. And he answered. And I said, Merry Christmas, honey. He said, Merry Christmas, Mom. It's just hard. We're both not in the best situation. He got another job, so he's working two jobs. He is now a server at Red Lobster. Jared's never was a server a day in his life. Super proud of him for that. When we had the really terrible cold weather, I said, if you are working, get Uber. And he said, I am working. I will use Uber. And I said, yeah, the temperatures are it's just dangerous. I don't want you walking in that. He had to work Christmas. So that's a first. That is a first for me since the day I gave birth to him that I did not see him on a holiday. New Year's Eve, probably New Year's Day. So it just really, really hurts. But I didn't let him know that so much. I just said, how was Christmas Eve? Going to Grandpa's. He said, good. So he did go there. He didn't get out of there till like 10:45, he said. He said his dad gave him a whole $20. Grandpa always gives him money. Like a Dick's card. He had a good time, but he didn't stop here. Amanda, she calls. Sometimes it's not the greatest because it's a lot of like bickering over there. Like she called Christmas and was like, well, yeah, Merry Christmas. But it was like late in the day. I'm like, well, Merry Christmas to you too. She didn't invite me over there for Christmas or anything like that. So I didn't bother to send a Merry Christmas in the morning. I'm just being honest. But I did text my grandson. Said, Merry Christmas. I hope you get everything that you want. My mom loves you. Give Adeline a kiss. But they were like even bickering at Christmas time. And it was just after an hour of that, I had enough. But she's going through a lot. He's stressing her out a lot. So I talked to her before I got in the shower tonight. They went out bowling earlier with the kids, and Gavin's allowed to have two friends over, which is what I used to do when my daughter was younger. She could have two friends come over on New Year's Eve with us adults. So, Johnny, I texted him in the morning like everyone else and said, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love and miss you. Love always, Mom. He wrote back at about 5:32 with like a GIF. It was like a Ferris wheel, like just decorated stuff. He sent that, and he just said, Merry Christmas. That was all. But I haven't heard from him. Amanda did tell me the girl that he was just taking it slow with. I guess they're seeing each other more. He was staying in tonight due to the weather, hanging out with some friends, which his sister told him that's better off, don't be on the roads. He's going to the Eagles game tomorrow by bus. I think they all rented a bus with a bathroom, and they're going to go down there. So that'll be like his New Year's Eve down there for the Eagles tomorrow. But I haven't spoken to Johnny. Johnny hasn't called me or anything like that. I'm also starting to think like if he's seeing this girl, this could be embarrassing for him. I don't know. I feel like if he stays away, he doesn't have to look at it. He doesn't have to deal with it. It's not reality to him what his mom's going through if he just keeps ignoring it. Um, but Jared, I just told him, well, he did say he wasn't sure if anybody would come out to eat on Christmas, watch it be like a waste. And I said, no, some people don't cook. They do go out to eat. I said, I hope you make great tips. Love you. Told him I had a gift here for him. So I guess I'll see him when I can see him. He's trying to work two jobs, and even if he's not working and he wants to have some downtime, I completely understand. So that's the skinny, as Sean used to say. On my daughter, she's fine. Just her fiance is driving her nuts, and they're bickering constantly. Johnny, no call, but I'm very grateful to get at least a Merry Christmas. Um, you know, just sad. I've never been in this situation where I didn't see the kids on a Christmas, or talk. So there's that, Erin. So, by the way, Melody, my name is Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Don't you know? Thank you for being in here. Appreciate you telling me your name. I used to like try to ask people their names, and it seemed like they would get offended. So I just don't ask anymore. If somebody wants to share their first name on here and be on a first name basis, I'll probably forget it about 8 times. But if you remind me about 3 or 4 times, I won't forget it. Probably will remember yours pretty well because of, my old neighbor, Debbie. Well, she was a neighbor when I was living at Jimmy's, but she's a very good dear friend. We've gotten very close. And you saw the video. If not, you can look at it of her being in the passenger seat and me driving her around for a change. She's very touching as well. I'm sure she won't mind me sharing this. She said something that touched me. I didn't pre-think what I was doing. I gave her a lot of things when I was moving out of Jimmy's, a lot of things involving gardening and trees and seeds, things of that nature. And then, like, if I had double the stuff where I knew, like, I had a 20-pound bag of flour and my jar was, I think, like a 10-pound or 15-pound jar on the top of the refrigerator, if you remember that. Gave her the flour, baking things. She literally said to me, honest to goodness, she said, "You've done so much to me." And I was just like, wait, what? Via phone. After Christmas, I asked her, she saw her daughter and the grandkids, and she said, I think that you should know all the cookies that she was able to make for all of her grandkids and her daughter came from, you know, things that I gave her, things that she was able, I guess, to cook there, you know, came from me. And I was just like, like, I didn't do it because I wanted anything. I did it because I didn't need it, or, you know, I am a person that if somebody else is going through some type of hardship, I'll take the shirt off my back. But yeah, so she made a bunch of cookies and, thanked me for the baking supplies, like the flour and stuff like that. And yeah, she was a busy bee making cookie dough, um, I guess like each night. And then she would bake some off, I think is how she was doing it. So I'm glad that I could help. I'm glad the extra things didn't go to waste and she was able to use it, extra food, extra baking products. I mean, come on now. She helped me with so much packing. That's like the least that I could do. So yeah, so don't you know who's Debbie? I probably won't forget your Debbie, um, because of the other Debbie. And Pam always says she's such an angel. Yeah, Suzanne, I agree. It's very nice to meet you, Debbie. She said she's been here. She's been a long time subscriber. She just doesn't usually talk. But I'm glad she's talking tonight because I feel like I'm just in here doing all the talking, but that's the way it goes then when you're on the other side of the screen, right? Oh my goodness. See? Just that comment alone, like, thanks for being on tonight. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't want to be by myself. It's the first time I'm going to be alone for New Year's Eve. I know some people are like, oh, it's just another day, but it's something new that I'm experiencing. It's not the greatest, but I wasn't thinking of myself at the moment. Like today, when I thought of it, I said, Pam made a very good point about Christmas. Should have went live anyway and not think like I'm pulling people away because somebody that wants to come in will come in. And that was the whole purpose of tonight, is for anyone else that's alone or wants somebody to hang out with and just chit chat, hang out with little old me. That was the moral of it. Because Debbie says, thanks for being on tonight. You are so, so welcome. It literally touched me. I'm a total sap. I get touched very easily. But thank you for coming in. Thank you for everyone that's listening in or maybe watches it back. I just felt like if I can feel a certain way and I'm by myself, maybe I should go live. And then I was busy working, like I said, and I was like, let me get a shower and then go live. But glad for anyone that could be here, watch it back, or who's in here now. I'm grateful. Happy to have you all here. I can't help but have my heart. I would give anything. Be around special. So what is birth? I love you. I love you, and you are always in my thoughts and prayers. Oh, Erin. Jeez Louise, don't make me cry. I'm going to drink my little girly drink that tastes like chocolate milk. I'm going to take a sip because that one's going to have me crying. Especially when it comes to mom categories. But yeah, sometimes we all need each other, you know? As strong, as independent as I am, you know, like one marriage was enough for me. It's not about having a man. It's just, this is different. This is like, I literally had said to a couple people, like, I cannot believe I'm going to go through this again. Can you believe this? Like, it just, is it me? Maybe it doesn't pay to be nice, or I don't know. Maybe that was the whole game plan from the gate when it came to Jimmy. I don't know. I have no idea, but I know I did what I did, but I can live with myself. Everything I did for him, that house, build a garden, get chickens, whatever, was everything to try, buy all the food, pay for all the food, do all the cooking, all the cleaning, was to better his life. And, I guess he felt house rich. I guess he could live with his stuff for, doing what he did and screwing me over. And then saying after the fact, like, well, he got to live here for nothing. Okay. If that's what he has to say, so he can close his eyes at night, so be it. Me, I have a free, clear, clean conscience. I'm good with God. I know what I've paid for. I mean, there's no way he wouldn't have been able to hold that house if I didn't move in. Is exactly what he told me. Paying for the oil and him having no food. But anyway, he's the last person I want to talk to, see, or really talk about. I guess occasionally he might come up. I think that's just perfectly normal. I guess it's just a factor, like he is not the same person, and completely like gutted me like a fish and used me. There's no other explanation for what he's done. But he has to live with it. I just have to find my way again. But as far as everything that I've done to help him, yeah, I definitely have a free, clear conscience. I don't have to worry about him making a comment like I got to live there for nothing. We all know he's so full of shit, excuse my French. And that's that. So, but I'm like saying to a couple people, you believe? I don't know. God's testing me. I don't know why or how this is all going to play out, but hopefully, lots of prayers, it works out for the better. Um, I am a strong minded person. I do have moments of weakness, obviously, but I can't change what has happened. I just have to take each day as it comes. At least I think that's what Debbie would say to me. um, but thank you for that, Erin. I try to catch more of your lives and I'll at least say hi. Thanks, Debbie. I really do appreciate that. Plus, I'm like such a social butterfly. I love meeting new people, and I wouldn't have known that you were in any of my lives. That's the hard thing. If somebody doesn't leave a comment, maybe after a live saying like rewatching, you know, you don't really know who's in there, who's watching it. You can only just hope to have a good live and, keep it somewhat entertaining for everyone, But I'm glad you decided to talk tonight. I'm glad that I got to meet you. And I'm glad you're going to try to talk maybe a little bit more often on Sunday nights. That would be completely awesome. Even if you say hi, because who is it? I'm going to have a brain fart. Oh my goodness. I'm seriously going to have a brain fart. And I don't want to tell you what about because then she'll know I'm having a brain fart. Shelly and Anthony. Sorry, Shelly. She's usually right on, says hello, and she's in for the whole live, and then she'll say something at the end. That's how she does it. But I know she's in every single one, and if I'm not live, you know, she gets a little upset with me. But, you know, like I said, I didn't want to pull everybody away from their Christmas. But yeah, so that's how she does it. She'll come in. She's usually sometimes like the first person in the live, and I'm like, "Hi, Shelly and Anthony," and then she'll say hello or Happy New Year's Eve like she did tonight, and then she'll say something at the end of the live. You can always do something like that. Our life off grid. Hello, Happy New Year's. Evening, Mel. Evening, how are you? We're just hanging out. Figure I would go live for anybody that's by themselves or just wants to chit chat. Maybe I can blame it on me, or just wants to keep me company, right? What are we at? 10:59? At least here in Pennsylvania, it's 10:59. But welcome in our life off grid. Yeah, really? Oh my goodness. Don't, because I'll cry. Oh. Debbie says now my eyes are leaking. Oh boy, I'm sorry. I have that mystical effect on people. I'm just kidding. Darren says, and don't forget your mission this week is to drive at least twice. Yep, that is kind of the game plan. I mean, I went through therapy for this whole driving thing. And it isn't that saying like once you fall off a bike, you got to get back on it. Well, sort of. I'm still a good driver, but you know, I'm going to have good days and bad days, but I don't want to have like big layovers where I don't drive. So I'm going to try to do it at least twice a week. And then I'm going to try to go from here to the Dunkin' Donuts. I was talking to Debbie about that today and also to Darren, and said by myself, but I may call and just have somebody on the phone. It's the company aspect, you know. You have to remember too, I went through HE double hockey stick, you know, with my ex. Is it safe to say this? I passed out in a store and then got behind the vehicle and literally passed out, and that was it for me. I was like, I was freaking out that I'm going to end up killing someone or I'm going to kill myself. I was having some health issues at the time. It was just all this thing that led into this no driving thing, but a little each day. And hopefully I'll just feel a little bit more secure. I mean, I guess maybe once I'm sleeping in my SUV, I mean, I'm not going to have a choice to drive it, right? Do you imagine? Mm-mm-mm. I may have commented in one of your lives, but it probably was a long time ago. That's okay. I'm just extremely blessed that you're in here now. No one will forget that, don't you know, his name is Debbie. I may have found you through Sean. Possibly. I know he was directing some people over to check me out or whatever. All our life off grid is saying it's 12 a.m. there. Really? 11:02 here. Well, happy New Year. Since it's 12 a.m., happy 2023, and let's just hope for a better year. More peace in the world. And I'm not going to speak about myself and what I wish for. If I had to say the big picture is peace in the world and everybody to not be so judgmental and be kinder, be nicer. Don't pretend to care about someone and do nothing. That's what I think should be better in 2023. Because you never know what being kind to someone may do. You never know what battle someone's fighting behind a closed door or a closed window, you know? So I always do believe in being kind. Am I a perfect person? No. You know, but yeah. And hopefully for prices and like things to get better. But from what I'm reading and hearing, I don't think so. I think 2023 is, they say it's going to be a little bit worse than 2022. So all I can say is God help us all, you know? God help us all. I cry if someone gets a hangnail. That's funny. I don't know if I cry if somebody gets a hangnail, but I'm pretty sensitive. I can also come off like a little hard, but it's a different type of hard. It's like a defensive, you know, type of thing. But no, I absolutely wear my heart on my sleeve, big time. Trying to stay afloat as well here, Mel. We are going to try and get a window in tomorrow. If that happens or not, it's another story. Oh boy, what happened? What did I miss? You know, I've been kind of going through, my life's a hot mess right now. What did I miss? You have broken window, or what's going on? And if anybody wants to write, plus good health, you know, if anybody wants to write, what are they wishing for in 2023? Feel free to type it in. For me personally, what am I wishing for besides peace on earth, type of situation and better prices and people to be more kinder? For me, myself, is to get, oh boy, here we go. My wish for 2023 is for me and the boys to get back together, for me to have a roof over my head, peace of security, and to not have to go through this type of thing ever again. That's where I'm at. Sometimes I think to myself, oh, it's so much better not ever getting remarried and not needing a man. And then you end up in a situation like this, but the problem is I don't really have family, so, it is what it is. And I am grateful that this never happened while I had children. If it has to happen to me now for whatever reason, so be it. But I'm thankful to God above that this didn't happen to me while I had kids, still needing to be raised and whatnot. So that's a plus. But yeah, write what you're thankful for, what you want to see, different in 2023. Oh, Atlantic time zone? Or, oh no, you're asking. Okay, yeah, right on the coast. So our life off grid is Atlantic time. And that's why the clock has already struck past midnight there. So another great big Happy New Year. I hope you do get the window situation situated. I will say lots of prayers. I wish still trying to build our home from Hurricane Fiona taking us out. Okay. Yeah, hopefully you get the window in. Lots of prayers that our life off grid gets the windows in. You need windows, folks. Debbie says, one good thing, my new raise starts this week. I work for a nonprofit, so we don't get big raises often. Yeah, that's big. I used to work for the Lung Association way back in the day, so I know how that works. But congratulations that you'll get a raise. That's exciting and great. I agree with Suzanne. That's great because it is rare to get raises, in some of these nonprofit organizations and stuff like that. But that's awesome news. So, Debbie, Suzanne, Erin, what is your wish for 2023? Or anyone else that's in here and wants to say their wish for 2023, feel free. I had a sandwich earlier. I'm going to pick a piece of a banana pepper. If I was at my house, or what do I do on New Year's Eve? Usually make like meatballs and put out hors d'oeuvres, and we always had the tree up, and I would let them have over who they wanted, and we would watch the ball drop together. There's a few times Johnny would go out, and then he would call crying at 12 o'clock. I might not get that call this year because my son's very sensitive. Johnny, believe it or not. So whether the Eagles win the Super Bowl or the Phillies win the World Series or the ball drops on New Year's, he calls. And I'm like, are you crying again? And he's like, yeah, you know me. But he may not even call tonight due to the circumstances, I don't know exactly what I've done to him or why he's not talking to me. I don't know. But we'll see if he calls. Because they're also staying in tonight, too. That was my other point. Let's see. Oh, that's good. A bonus, too. Both were very unexpected. Well, that's awesomeness. Erin says, I've been in the kitchen listening. Well, that's good. Erin says, less sickness and death and a stable home is my wish for 2023. Amen. I agree to that, Erin. That's a good one. Suzanne says, get my health better. That is it now. Oh, then it is now. Lots of prayers for Erin's wish for 2023. Same with Suzanne. Old soul. Spin my rock. That's how my Jared is. My Jared has an old soul like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He's listening. Debbie says, I'm hoping my family stays healthy in 2023. My mom is 86. She is in pretty good health. Well, that's awesomeness. I mean, I wish that for you too, honestly. Every time I always say a prayer, no matter what it's for. It could be just to start my day. I'm like, please, Lord, whatever you do, look after me, protect me, keep me free from harm, free from sickness, and always protect my children. And I've been saying, and thank you for what I have, I've been saying that same prayer for like years. Let's see. Darren says, not deal with family drama, finish rebuilding my garden, more time in the garden, and raise some really huge turkeys. That would be a great year. Laugh out loud. He said, no, that would be awesome. Anybody's wish could be whatever they want. No family drama. I hear you there. That would be good. Finish rebuilding the garden is going to be awesome. And I would love to see some huge turkeys, Darren. I agree, Suzanne. Definitely raised her son right. Oh, Debbie, you don't have to thank me, but okay. So let's see. Is anyone having a drink tonight? What are you drinking? Are you drinking coffee, tea? Are you having a silly little girly drink that tastes like chocolate milk like me? I think Thomas was making fun. He's like, oh, it's 11:11 right now on my clock. You know what that means? Say a prayer. Amen. I always say, oh, look, and it's 11:12. He said, whenever the clock goes 11:11, you should say a prayer. Make a wish, say a prayer. I do both, so. Yeah, I think Thomas was playing around earlier and was like, oh, you had quite a few drinks since you've been here. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you've had quite a few drinks. I said, no, I have not. I said, you can ask Jean. She'll vouch for me. And she's like, vouch for what? I said, Thomas is saying, like, I've had all these drinks. And she was like, what? She said, listen, I had 5 drinks on Christmas and Mel was still nursing 1 drink. I had one of these Christmas Eve and I'm having one of these New Year's Eve. So, I don't know. It's okay. It tastes like chocolate milk. I don't really like liquor, so this will work for me. Cheers, everyone. Or anyone else that's already into 2023. But I had that from earlier, so I'm like, oh, let me drink it. But normally, what would I be drinking about now? I would either be drinking an Ensure or I would be having some hot chocolate and tea. I have things stashed in here. That is what I was doing, is trying to just, I don't know, entertain myself. I was drinking some decaf tea. I did say that. You know, let me show you these in case you find these. These are so good. Here in my supermarkets, they have these in like everything bagel. They have them in plain. I used to dip them in hummus. I found them with the dark chocolate drizzler this way. Oh, my goodness. Good little snack. This was, what I got myself for Christmas. Some Milano dark chocolate cookies. What else have I been snacking on in here? I don't think anything else. Oh, some Pringles. Let me see. I had gotten a can my first time out. This time I got cheddar cheese. And I think that's about it, my friends. That's the extent of my few snacky items. And then I picked this up for Christmas so I could have some hot chocolate. I tried to make it with water. It's gross, but it's really good with some heated up milk for sure. I've bought this one before. It's fantastic. And then I found this that was on sale. I tried to make sure I would have hot chocolate with the cold weather. I grabbed this one. I think that's Sunday when I went to go watch the football game at Jay's house. I found this one at ShopRite. Gourmet dark chocolate hot cocoa. This is really good, and some milk in case you want to see the brand or whatever. Very, very good. Excellent. Trying to listen. Training here in case I didn't say that. Normally this neighborhood goes crazy 4th of July, New Year's Eve. There's a few fireworks going off, but I don't expect there to be a ton. 2 of the dogs have to wear a vest if they shoot fireworks around here. But nonetheless, it's raining and it's extremely foggy. Yep, sounds like my Jarrett. A small glass of Chardonnay. Oh, that Erin's having. Laugh out loud. I'm drinking Tang. Shut up. I love that. I haven't, listen, I used to grow up drinking Tang. I haven't seen Tang in I don't know how long. I miss it. Oh, I would love me some Tang right now. Does that not bring back some memories? That's awesome. Hot apple cider with apple brandy. Happy New Year, laugh out loud. That sounds pretty good. I think Jean was saying Christmas Eve because, she had a few drinks. I'm not saying she was drunk, but I guess she saw that I'm just like a little sipper type of woman. She's like, Mel, you're always like cold. And I'm like, yeah, it's cold in here. She said, Christmas. She said, I bought apple cider. We should warm it up and I should put Fireball in it. And I'm like, Fireball? I'm like, Jean, I don't drink like that. And she's like, I know, that's my point. You should literally drink like that. Obviously, I didn't. When her daughters came on Christmas, like I helped her to get some things ready. And then once her daughters came here, Christmas, I went into the room and stayed in the room pretty much the whole day into the night. So, yeah, but she wanted to get me, I think, drunk, folks. Suzanne said, I'll have some decaf coffee, but add some cinnamon. I'm boring. No, that sounds good. I would never just randomly think about putting cinnamon in my coffee, but did you ever have Mexican hot chocolate? Oh, so good. I don't know if did I post? Let me think. I made homemade hot chocolate, I think, on my channel. And literally whipped cream and put some cinnamon in there. You can add some spice in that Mexican hot chocolate, but it's so good. I was just trying to think and remember if I had a homemade hot chocolate video, which I think I do. It's somewhere on my channel. Yeah, I wouldn't think to put cinnamon on my coffee. That sounds interesting, Suzanne. Erin says, I don't know, drink, but on January. Shot of Jaeger. So a shot will be for Ernie. Absolutely. Debbie says, snacks. Yeah, I hoarded some snacks in here. Because this is where I am. I feel like my body's going through, like, I'm used to go, 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 go. Don't get me wrong. Like, they went up super early tonight, so I don't make a bunch of racket or noise or whatever. Because I'm up between 5 and 6 every morning since I got here. I tend to the chickens. I had this on the bed. This blanket at the end. I tried to make it, maybe I should show it the right way. I tried to make it a little festive in here, for the holidays. And my dog looked like she upchucked just a little bit, so I washed this today. I got tiny clothes. It was a very small load that I did. I got that done, and I dealt with bringing in a few canned goods and a few jars, taking a quick video of what it looks like out in the garage and how the jars held up during the cold weather. So, I don't just sit around on my bum and I'm trying to look at anything. A studio, a 1-bedroom, a rundown camper, a trailer. Yeah, I've been doing that. So that's what I've been doing. Erin says hard liquor, and wine once in a blue moon. Yeah. I gotta make some Russian tea with the tang. Ooh, what is that? That sounds good. I cannot believe you have my favorite drink of all times. I grew up drinking tang. I don't see it in the supermarkets that I go to unless maybe I'm just not looking for it, but I really don't think that I see it. But love me some tang. I just bought the Mexican hot chocolate from Amazon. A Blue Day? Oh, I wonder how that would be. I've never officially made authentic Mexican hot chocolate. I'm pretty sure it's probably not that hard to figure out, but I did make, homemade hot chocolate. Because I'm trying to think like to have certain things on the channel. It's not going to be all gardening. I'm going to have to do cooking videos and some pressure canning and try to bake something. Um, I did just do some galumkis. That'll get posted. And I forgot to post my dinner rolls from Christmas. Yeah, it would be for Christmas. So I still have to upload that to the channel. Let's see. Look who it is. Hello, Joe. Saying Happy New Year, Melody, and also to everyone here in the chat. Hello, my friend Joe. Happy New Year. How are you? Figured just would hang out. It's 11:21 here. Just wanted to have an available space if anybody wanted to hang out because they're by themselves on New Year's Eve. I'm by myself on New Year's Eve, and we'll chit chat. I hope that you're well, and happy New Year, Joe. I see Tang at all the grocery stores here. Really? What state are you in, Deb? I know the other Debbie was on here, but I don't know if she's listening or, I don't know, not typing. I don't know. She might have just popped in and popped off. She's usually a night owl, so this should work out fine for her. But yeah, what state are you in? I'm sure I could probably find it on Amazon, but obviously can't be buying anything these days. Every penny is just kind of sitting there until I can find something. And now my son, Johnny, posted on Snapchat. His name just popped up. So, I don't know, maybe they're being silly and being near the ball. You're watching, when it gets closer to the ball. So we'll have to see what happens. See if he calls me. It's officially 11:22 on both my clocks. Russian tea is made with tang, cinnamon, lemonade mix, and other spices. Lots of recipes online. Wow, that's a lot in there. Is it good? That sounds really interesting. Oh, Wisconsin. Okay. Erin says, yes, Golumkis. That's what I call them. My husband's Slovak and calls them Holupkis. But same thing, stuffed cabbage. Yeah. Folks, wait till you see. I had started them early. I did a pan and a half. I think it was 11 by 14. And Thomas had two. They were like big ones. Thomas had two. Jean had two. Thomas went back and ate two more. And I think Jean had two more. So, I mean, they can eat. And me, I think I had one. That whole pan was gone. There's like a half a pan in the fridge of some smaller ones, the little pieces that rip. I put it in a separate one. But yeah, it was really, really good. I haven't made it in a long time. It's different trying to make something. You're in someone else's house. But she was at work. I bought the ingredients when I went out with Debbie the other day for that. And cabbage soup. I think I'm going to make cabbage soup. So that was what the other head was for. But it's not that big of a head. I need like two decent sized cabbage heads. I love cabbage. Because I also bought like a pork butt. So you can do like so-called quote-unquote ham and cabbage or potatoes. I love that. So now I have to pick. Do I want to make the cabbage soup for the channel? Or do I want to make something I actually like eating? With the pork, the ham, with the cabbage and the potatoes. Give me some butter on that. I could eat like 2 bowls. So yeah, I might need a delivery of cabbage sent to my front door. Green cabbage. because I really want to make this cabbage soup. Debbie stopped at Produce Junction. She said, tell the chickens, she said, Merry Christmas. She picked up kale and the 2 cabbage heads, but that was weird because normally when I go to Produce Junction, they have 2 green in a bag for like $3. No, it was like 1 and 1, and they were like probably about maybe that big, not that big. So I made galumpkies from 1 and gave the chickens all the scraps from that. And now I have to decide this cabbage soup recipe that I've been wanting to do. And maybe I'll get out and just scrap some other cabbage, or maybe it'll be a delivery at my front door. I don't know. Did the polar blast affect your climate there, Melody? Oh, yes, it did. Here, fortunately, not much. Just snow in the higher elevations, like 6 hours to the south. And only 2-hour drive to tropical heat. It started to snow here. It was like real, like bigger flakes, and then they got smaller. But I mean, I was out there that morning and it was fine. Once it started to, the wind came. Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable. The winds were so bad that I actually thought they were probably going to lose power here, but luckily they didn't. And it was freezing. Things were icing up. I was trying to do the chickens water every so often, like every time I would see it freeze, Tim was in the rubber bowl. I gave up on the water dispenser thing and was just using the black rubber bowl. It's just easier that way. But yeah, that was brutal here. Very, very cold, which we're used to that, but not where it says it feels like it's -9. Crazy. But the chickens survived. You just store it in a container and mix the Russian tea and hot water. It also calls for instant save. Ooh, I don't know. If one of the moderators can post my email, you should give me the rest, like send the recipe to me, to my email. I should try that. Sounds good. Yes, I like smaller ones. My best pierogies, potato and cheese, and sauerkraut, mushroom. Kapusta is my favorite, aka kraut. Yeah, so I guess I should break the news to you, Erin. I tried. The way he has the stuff stacked out there, I couldn't find it. But I was looking for the sauerkraut. So I could finally try the sauerkraut. I just had to ignore a phone call, but it wasn't one of the kids, so that's okay. Yeah, I was going to try the sauerkraut out. So I said to Jean, maybe I'll try again to look to see if I could find the sauerkraut that I made, and we'll do it with hot dogs. Tomorrow they're doing pork and sauerkraut. So, but I need to try the sauerkraut and see how that turned out. Pierogies. When Thomas went to Sam's, I gave him my card and I got the potato and I think cheese pierogies. But it was only like a couple days from like Christmas, so I think I ate them once and I had them for lunch. I cooked up 8 and fried them with some onions, and they're so good. I love pierogies. Let's see. I knew you were going to ask me that, Er. That's why I'm telling you, I didn't see the jars of the sauerkraut that I made. And if anybody hasn't seen that video, you can go watch it. But the time's up. It's time to try it. And I was looking for it when I was out there, and I just was not successful. I couldn't find it. Galumpki stuffed cabbage in the shape of rolls. Yep. It's a so German lady made them in her restaurant where I once worked. So good. They were delicious. But they're carnivores here. They like to eat a lot of meat. But I do say in the video, if you're going to make a pan, you should just make a double pan and freeze it. So, yeah, that whole, like, what is it, 11 by 14 glass, like, Pyrex pan, all gone. All gone. So just the little small ones are left in the fridge. So I guess if I want something to eat later as a snack, I might as well just eat one of them before there is none, you know what I mean? But Jean was saying how good they were, but then today I didn't know whether to take it as an insult. I called her out for something, and I said when I went to the store, it was to get the stuff for the recipe. And she said, yeah, it needed garlic. I was like, I put garlic in it. garlic powder, not the fresh. And she's like, yeah, I needed more garlic. That's all she said. But last night, as she was eating it, she's like, it's delicious. It's so good. So, yeah. And I'm not sure if I said it was either Polish or German. I didn't remember in my recipe. But obviously, it's German. And they are so good. Sean has an easy recipe for sauerkraut. I didn't try making it, but I did see the video and it looked so simple. Yeah, and I'm not sure if I've seen his video. I did, obviously you can ferment sauerkraut. I didn't want to go through all that. I had a lot of cabbage that came out of my garden. So I followed Whipper, how am I going to say it wrong? Whipper Hill Hollow, her recipe. And you had to let it sit for 14 days, I think, and it would turn into sauerkraut. So mine's sitting. I did quart-sized jars, and I got quite a bit. So now I want to try it. I just need to find it out there in that garage. I basically was out there to try to bring like some beans in and to check the jars to see if any cracked or broke or exploded from the deep freeze. And it's now 11:31 here, my friends. 11:31 in a half an hour. I really do hope for good health, good fortune, roof over my head. I just hope things get better. That's what I hope for the upcoming 2023. Who's don't like the can sold in supermarkets, but homemade is scrumptious. I would have to agree to that. Thank you, Darren, for posting my email. I really do appreciate it. If Debbie wants to send me that the Russian iced tea, I'll say concoction. Oh, I would love to try that. He said, don't forget the beans. Yeah, I have to get some jars, pint-sized jars. I said this earlier because I want to cook up some of the beans that are dried. I just think that that's the smartest way to go and do it in a pint, not a quart. So if I need to eat, I'll have some protein from the beans. You know, I'm waiting to see how your crowd came out. You know me well, Mel. I do. I like said it before you even opened your mouth because I just knew it. Like as you were asking, a lot of people have been asking though about the sauerkraut. So hopefully I can find it. And if I find it, I'm already going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat a Nathan's hot dog. I don't know if you've ever had Nathan's hot dogs. I prefer the skinless, but they're not easy to find. But Nathan's hot dogs, they're kosher and with some kraut on top. But normally I would be using my sauerkraut for pork. So put some brown sugar in it. Yum. Hooga Homestead. Hello, Hooga CB. Happy New Year. We're just hanging out and keeping each other company. I hope that you have a wonderful, fantastic New Year. I'm at 11:33 here. So we have a little bit more to go before the ball drops here. Let's see. I just don't know. Yes, 100% got to be homemade. Making shelf-stable sauerkraut. Well, he's got it. There's the video in case you haven't seen. It was my first time doing it this way. Her recipe was on how to make sauerkraut shelf-stable. And that was fun. Looks good. It turned out great from the way it looks, but I just need to eat it. So as soon as I find it, I'll do a video eating it or adding it into something. But thank you, Darren, for posting the video. Greatly appreciate it. Sauerkraut has to set and rest and ferment. I make a lot. I used to ferment the sauerkraut, but due to the circumstances of what was happening, it was like I had all these heads. And it was like, I really can't have all this sauerkraut sitting around. He doesn't clean up after his dog. I didn't want dog hair in the food. And I just thought, how else can I do it? I know you lose some of the nutrients or whatever, but so I followed her recipe. I again, Whipper, Pool, Holler. Hopefully I'm saying it right this time. She was a lunch lady, that channel. If somebody knows what I'm trying to say, please help a woman out. Because I always screw it up with another channel. But it was her recipe. That's where I got it from. And that's the kraut. that she made because she found sauerkraut. I mean, she found cabbage on sale at the store. So yeah, can't wait to try it and see how it is. Just salt and cabbage, no vinegar. Yep, absolutely no vinegar. Erin says, "Oh my God, the pierogies my family makes is from our great grandparents from Poland. Oh, I bet you they're good." Are you saying Happy New Year to CB, Huga, Nathan's? Yes, Mel. Oh, I know they're so good. Just a little bit of fireworks going off. I don't know if you can hear it. 11:35 here. Yeah, Nathan's are great. Pint jars are on the wish list. Thank you. He's posting the links, my friend. If you feel ever so kind, Mel, you gave me some of your red kraut. It was delicious. Yeah, see, when I said I gave Debbie lots of things, I gave her my fermented um, purple cabbage. And then I got like a text, I don't know, sometime later that was like, I don't know if Don will eat this, I'm just gonna like throw it out. So I was like, oh, do what you want with it. I gave it to you. And then a little couple weeks went by and she's like, that sauerkraut was so good. And I'm like, oh, so you didn't throw it out? She's like, no. So I'm glad that they got use out of it and they used it and ate it and she loved it. And I said, Deb, that was fermented purple cabbage. Um, yeah, so she loved it. The other Debbie says, I'm in the central time zone, so I have a while before it's midnight. How much longer do you have? Because I can't think central. I don't even know where I'm at sometimes. I'm a hot mess sometimes, but at least I own it. Yes, that's Deborah Richardson. She's the one in the videos that I talked about, was helping me pack a lot. That would be Debbie. She was also my passenger driver. So Debbie, meet Erin, and also the other Debbie, which is Don't You Know, but her name is Debbie. No, that's understandable. Yep, you're right with the channel name. Oh, I finally said it right. Okay. I wasn't sure in case, like, I didn't want to drive Darren nuts or Suzanne nuts if they're trying to look for it and I can't even pronounce it right. So she usually says that she ferments hers as well. But she found cabbage on sale. But I had a lot of cabbage coming out at different times out of that garden. And I knew I had to do something with that real quick, real fast. Mel, what's your mailing address now? Oh, I didn't even have to say it out loud, even though it is 1300, right? Wait, let me think. I have to remember. Maple Ave. I almost said the wrong one. Yeah, that's the address right now. It's the 1300 Maple Ave, Croydon, PA, 19021. Red Silo Homestead, which is Darren, is nice enough to post the links. He was quick on that one. Oh, you have 24 minutes, Erin? Okay. It seems like the time's getting a little bit slower now. It's 11:38, and it's saying it is, hold on, she's going to talk. My Alexa is saying it's 52 degrees. It's just real foggy here, damp because it's been raining. Let me say I'll talk to her, see if I can get her to say something. Alexa, how much longer until the ball drops?
There are no timers set.
No, of course she screwed up right out of the gate. Alexa, do you have a New Year's Eve ball?
Are you trying to shop for New Year's Eve ball?
No.
All right.
She asked me if I was trying to shop for a New Year's Eve ball. So 2 times and she goofed it up. Oh, it's 10:37 now. Yeah, you got a little bit to go. So you're what? Let me see. I'm 11:39. You're 10:37. So you figure like an hour and a half different than me. Well, we'll hang out with you until you reach to 12 if that's what you like. I mean, I wasn't planning on getting off exactly 12, but you know, I really do appreciate anyone that came in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And nothing wrong with us hanging out for New Year's Eve and keeping each other company. Um, yeah, we got to make it the best out of it, right? Let's see. I got a batch fermenting of the purple cabbage as of today. It's day 14. Ooh, I understand it should ferment at least 21 days. You could taste it. That's what I did. Once it gets to that taste that you want, then you can stop it from fermenting right there by just putting it in your refrigerator. It's however much zing you like. That's how I like to explain it, Joe. Oh, Erin's so funny. She says, "Hi, Debbie and Debbie." That's so funny. Oh my God, it says, what is it? Tony Doherty just put up video. Says there was violence at Times Square tonight. Prayers for everyone affected. You got to be kidding me. Really? Let me see here. See if anything pops up. Everybody's like live thing is popping up. Unstoppable Morgan is live. Um, I don't know. Usually on my phone I could see like news. I don't have my laptop set up like that. That would be terrible. I hope everyone's okay, honestly. I mean, Times Square gets packed, gazillions of people. I wouldn't even trust that in today's world, to be quite honest with you. And in case you see me doing videos and stuff and you constantly see me with this on, this is why. Because my skinny arms, I'm getting cold. But I think this got a little damp from me going outside. So yeah, I'm not a dirtball. I just get chilly willy and I throw this on because my arms are so skinny. The only thing that's annoying, it picks up everything. Oh, it drives me nuts. I have a gray one, but I have to look for it. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Mel, and everyone for making my night. Oh, Erin, we love you. She says, yep, 11:38 here in Cleveland, Ohio. Debbie Richardson is clapping. Joe says the cabbage almost weighed in at a kilo, almost 2 pounds. It was a small head, but it seems it shrinks in the process. Hopefully by next Saturday it'll be ready to eat. Should be. And once you're massaging that with the salt, working it, letting it bring out its own liquid. I mean, have you ever watched my goodness tonight. You know what I want for 2023? Not to have so many brain farts. Simple Living Alaska, when they did the OS Cross, I mean, they had so much cabbage. And I mean, it dwindles down. It's just what cabbage does. It has all that water in it. Sauerkraut needs to be made with the moon as well, or it will not make right and keep. I heard that before. 31 degrees where Debbie's at. Yeah, let me just double check. It's saying 53, but I don't know how accurate that is. Oh, look who it is. Anfisa, hello. Hello, my friend. I watch all your Instagram, you know that. Everyone say Happy New Year to Anfisa. She has a YouTube, but she's been kind of busy over there on Instagram, but she's in here tonight saying, hey, girl, dropping in for a bit. I'm so happy to see you. Happy New Year, sweetheart. I watch, obviously. Every time you post, I comment. I love your Instagram. She says, gotta run soon, but thought I'd wish you a happy New Year's. Thank you so much, Anfisa. Happy New Year to you, the kids, and your husband. Greatly appreciate it. And here's to a better 2023. Love you to pieces. From Pennsylvania, because she's in Alaska. Talk about some cold weather. Yeesh. But I like the igloo thing that her husband made, like a hole so the kids could go through. She does have a YouTube page. I think when they were so busy trying to build their place, she was taking a break. But if you have Instagram, you can follow her over on Instagram. She stays, pretty active over on there. Love her to pieces. Joe says, really, it's a quarter moon at present like that, question mark, at our life off grid. Darren says at 12:01 I turn into a pumpkin. I know. 11:44 here. I don't know. You can end your stream whenever you want. Don't stay up just for me. I'll be back. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. But I just wanted to make sure, because I felt it in my heart that I wanted to come on for New Year's Eve, hang out. I mean, yeah, I could have watched other things, I didn't want to. I wanted to come on here and hang out with whoever wanted to come in. Thank you to anyone that did come in. Plus, it keeps me company, because I don't really do anything exciting. I mean, literally, I think they went to bed at like 8:30, maybe 9 max. But yeah, I'm glad that I came on. Y'all are the best. That is true. He turns into a pumpkin. Usually my area, once the clock strikes midnight, Wi-Fi internet gets super wonky. Yeah, I remember always like texting at 12 and like it takes a while for everybody to get it. I did send out a Happy New Year's Eve this morning, like to the kids. I'm in no rush. I'll wait for it to simmer down and send mine to the people that I know are asleep. I'll send tomorrow day, and then the kids, obviously, I'll send tonight. Joe always on the new moon. Let's see, Suzanne saying Channel 4 New York says just outside of Times Square, an officer was slashed and the suspect was shot in the shoulder, both expected to survive. Oh boy, why do people have to be so violent? No more violence. But when you have a bad economy and people struggling, you're going to see more violence. And when the border is not protected, you're going to see more violence. And I don't ever like to talk about politics over here. It's not what I'm saying. Times get harder and people do stupid things. So, like I said earlier, my wish for 2023 is for everyone to be a little bit more kinder. Don't judge. Be a little bit more nicer, because you never know, what someone may be battling or fighting every day, or, try to say something nice to someone every day. You never know. It could change their whole way of thinking. It could just change their whole day, their whole life for that matter. Really, Debbie? That's what yours is saying? Right now I'm just seeing the time on mine. Alexa, did something bad happen in Times Square tonight?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Yeah, see, I'm seeing football ads. She's just not answering my question. I don't know if she's a little too far away. Your Alexa said flags are being burned. That's terrible. That is not good, Deb. Let's see. The moon pulls the juice from the kraut so that it will keep. If you do it on the wrong time, it spoils quick. I have heard that. Fox News just reported 3 police officers attacked Times Squares. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping it wouldn't be true. But, I don't like big crowds. I think you're really taking a chance in today's world being in open areas like that. Plus it's a little bit warmer in temperature, so that could, I don't know how many people they have there tonight, but I'm sure I'll hear about it tomorrow on New Year's Day. Gina's work at 6 o'clock in the morning, I think, till 2, which isn't too bad. So it's going to be pork and sauerkraut here. What else for tomorrow? I don't know. In here, it doesn't get cable, so I just watch YouTube. So I guess I won't see the Mummers or anything like that. And then the Eagles game is on tomorrow. So I'm sure that will be here blasting out there. Oh, look at Erin. She says, well, hubby texted me, got to run downstairs to ring in the new year with ginger ale and kids. So I'm going to jump off in a few minutes. No problem, Erin. She says, Happy New Year. Love you all. Love you more. I hope you have fun celebrating with the kids and your hubby. Make a good wish at 12 o'clock. Thank you for coming into the live. I really do appreciate it. And I wish you exactly for what you wish for. No more passing away of anyone. Good health, good fortune, and love you, Erin, but you already know that. Everyone's saying Happy New Year to Erin. Red Silo, thank you for sharing the address. I know thank you for helping. I appreciate it. T minus 10 minutes. Okay, 11:50 here. Ooh. I don't know if I was to pull up. Let me see something here. Oh, I probably just did the wrong one. Let's see. Because I don't know, can I get penalized? Let's see if I could do this. One momento, por favor. Let's see, New Year's Eve in Times Square revealers pack the streets to ring in 2023. Oh, yeah. She says Shelly and Anthony is live on YouTube, Times Square, New Year's Eve 2023. Let me see if I can, let's see how to watch Times Square ball drop free. Saying live 30 minutes ago. When I only have a few minutes, let's see. Let's see if we could get the ball on here. I might not be able to put the sound on, so I don't get punished for that, but it is saying 11:51, and I will do it this way. This is going to be my laptop, and when that ball comes down, we're going to see it together. So let's see if I can raise this up. Okay, let me check out a couple more comments. It's 11:52. We have a few more. Let's see. Oh, really? Yeah, mine's acting like she can't even answer a question tonight. Feed to watch the ball drop. I am. Shelly and Anthony that was in here, I'm under her feed to watch the ball drop. So let's see. Let me see about the volume very quickly for yous. Okay, where's the volume? You have to remember I'm dealing with a fairly new laptop. Okay, I found the volume. As soon as it gets to the ball, I'll turn it over and I'll turn it up. Cool. I'm on Times Square, New York City channel on my other device. Are you really? Is it working good? So you're on what? Times Square? I typed in Times Square, the ball drop, but then I saw Shelly and Anthony popped up. And that's, which is, I guess, live from, started streaming less than 1 minute ago. Wow, Unstoppable Morgan has 625 people in her live watching for the ball to drop. In case you don't know who she is, she travels all around. She used to travel in a Bronco. So yeah, hopefully I'm on the right page to be able to catch the ball drop. Because right now it's not showing. It's 11:54, and it's showing like a stage. It's not showing the ball yet. My ball dropped years ago, as Paul Honeyman would say. That was perfect timing, Darren. Perfect timing. Oh, he would so appreciate you for that one. That is so funny. Yeah, make us feel like it's like Paul's here. I'm looking at a stage. I'm going to get like freaked out and I feel like I should type in something else so I can see the ball. But I think they don't show the ball, right? So like the last few minutes. That's funny. Funny, funny, funny. So we have just a few people in here now. We didn't do too bad. And we're going to ring in the new year together. And then I'm probably going to get something to eat and just lay low over there and watch some TV right there. That's not my TV, that's hers. I don't know my TV. Winfinier Mill. I have to head out now. You have a good night and prayers for you to have a great 2023. Catch you on your next video. Our Life Off Grid, thank you so much for coming in. I'll be live on my regular time Sunday as well, 9 Eastern, but thank you so much. I really do greatly appreciate it. I hope we all have a great new year. I wish you the best health, love, prosperity in the new upcoming year. Love you to pieces. Our Life Off Grid. Darren says, yeah, it's usually the last minute, 30 seconds of the ball. Okay, well, hopefully, because Shelly's rating 5 minutes away. Oh, here we go, folks. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, now I'm starting to see something. I don't have it blasting, but this is what I'm seeing right at the current moment. I'm not sure if you could see this. Sorry, my fingers. I could go like this. Make it a tiny bit smaller. That's what I'm looking at. But I'm waiting to see the ball, and they're not on that yet. So it is 11:57 here. Oh boy, I think this neighborhood's gonna go bonkers at probably midnight because it's a big neighborhood that likes to do fireworks. So nice. Wyatt and Raylan and I are waiting for midnight. Yay, Grammy Karen. Yeah, didn't your daughter and her hubby go away? I don't know where yet, but I knew they were going away. That's cool that they're up. We're all gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm getting hot. Yep, they are in Cancun. Oh, lucky them. What a vacation that is. That's an awesome vacation. How long they there for? So if you hear noise, my friends, it's going to be probably fireworks here. But I see them starting, I think, to set the ball up. Let's go here. I will turn these all around to it as soon as there's something to look at. There might be some actual dogs barking too, because some dogs don't like fireworks. Now my Alexa's saying 11:58. Okay, my laptop's saying 11:58 too. Here we go in Pennsylvania. As soon as it gets closer. It's playing some weird kind of music though. Hopefully it plays something a little bit better than what it's playing. But it's claiming it's live. So let's see. Okay. I use my vanity as a desk. So I can go like this. It is, okay, it is officially 11:59. Let's see how good this page is with this ball. The sights, first of all, it's a little too zoomed in. Okay, here we go, folks. Oh, of course, now the screen. There it is. Okay. It's playing like weird, spooky kind of music. Where's the countdown? We need a countdown. There it goes. Let's see. Huh. Not real impressed by this one. There's no countdown. There it is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 12 o'clock here. Happy New Year, everyone. No matter where you are. My clock is saying 12 o'clock. Oh, I hear the dog starting to freak out. Over there, it is, I don't know if you could see, it's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. We did it. Now it's counting. 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. There was a delay. Did you see that? Yeah, there might have been some slight little technical difficulties, but it doesn't matter. We're officially in 2023. That wasn't really exciting, was it? Oh, Grammy Karen. Happy New Year's, everyone. We came in it together. Thank you, Miss Grammy Karen, for the $3 super chat. That's awful kind of you. Let me turn this down now. Do you believe it? Oh. It's 12 o'clock. And now I'm going to sit here and just listen to fireworks. Trying to X some things out. Okay, I turned that off. Happy New Year to you, Red Silo Homestead, to you and Justine. Absolute for everything. Miss Grammy Karen and the grandkids. Happy New Year. Debbie, Happy New Year. I don't want to miss anybody. Our Life Off Grid, I already had said Happy New Year. Suzanne, Happy New Year. The other Debbie, don't you know? Happy New Year. Oh, I hear them talking up there. I guess they're awake because of the fireworks. Erin, everybody that came in. Oh, Happy New Year. I always get choked up when it comes to like New Year's and stuff. It's just a little bit different. Let me zoom that out. That's scary. It's a little bit different. I always cry at like fireworks, and suddenly I just felt like, oh, my heart just felt heavy for a minute there. So, let's see. So Darren says, well, folks, it's pumpkin time for me. Hope you all have a safe and blessed evening and a very happy year to come. Hugs. Darren, thank you so much for everything, all the extra work you did today to help me out with my YouTube. A great big Happy New Year to you and Justine, and hugs back. And I hope that you have a great year to come as well. Thank you so much for coming in and moderating. I greatly appreciate it, and hanging out with us. I'm sure you could have been doing something way better. But love you and Happy New Year. Bye. Okay. Oh, Happy New Year, Debbie. The other Debbie says Happy New Year. 12:03. Yeah, I felt my throat get heavy and my chest feel, I don't know, my heart just felt like it got big. It probably has a lot to do with the circumstances and the kiddos, but I'm managing. Hello, Melinda Elliott. Hello, everyone. She says, Happy New Year's. It's officially New Year's. We were on here hanging out. Yeah, it's 12:03 here and 12:04 here in Pennsylvania. Happy New Year. My dog is starting to freak out, I guess, from the fireworks. Say hello, Coco Chanel. Say Happy New Year. Say Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah, she isn't going to like the fireworks. Neither is his dogs. They're all going to freak. And I think Sophia, where's Sophia? Let's see. You want to say Happy New Year, Sophie? Say Happy New Year. Sophie got somewhat of a haircut. I just not done her face yet. Say Happy New Year, everyone. Woohoo. Okay. Love my dogs. Happy New Year, Erin, who's saying she's back. I tried to put it up on the video so people could see. It wasn't the best video, but it's better than nothing. Get off my thing, Coco. So yeah, they're out there shooting fireworks off, and greatly appreciate Suzanne being a moderator and working, and Red Silo coming in here and working and passing some links along. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I truly, sincerely hope that we all have a fantastic new year for 2023. My dogs are taking advantage of climbing all over my bed at the moment because they don't like the fireworks. But I hope we all have a better new year. Lots of prayers for me to actually get settled and get a roof over my head. No fireworks here, just excited children. But that's fun though, Grammy Karen. Tons of gunshots, fireworks, etc., says Erin. No, it's lots of fireworks here. No gunshots, that's for sure. Thank God. But normally, like when I stayed here for the 30 days in July, the fireworks were insane. The weather isn't the greatest, so that's probably messing up their fireworks brigade that they like to do. It's usually pretty huge around here. But everyone, I love you. I gotta go because my son is finally calling me, my John Anthony. Happy New Year, everyone. I love you all so much.